Hey, good evening, folks. Welcome to the Let's Go Fishing show. As you can see, I've got two distinguished guests with me tonight, Bill Nichols and Mike Cox.
Buddy, it's always a pleasure to be here with you, Steve. And old Mike,
it's good to have you two with me. You don't know how much that is. I got something funny to tell you here in a minute. Mike and I want to say hello to Dad. And Polly, we've got Bill hog-tied over here, you and Gay, so don't worry about him. We'll take care of him.
yeah.
Oh, Lordy. And Dad, I hope you're getting to watch the show. Mike and I were at, before we get started on the film, we were at Dad's there the other evening, Tuesday evening, I guess it was, mowing. And I was weed eating, Mike was mowing, and anyway, this guy I looked up and there stood a boy there, and I thought I recognized him, and Bill, and he said, I cut the weed eater off, Mike cut the lawnmower off. We got talking to him. He said, man, said, I really do enjoy your show. And that was Brian Lane was this boy's name. And he said how much he liked the show and wanted us to keep doing it and all that good stuff. And I said, well, what do you like about it? He said, it's funny. And I said, well, I didn't know Mike was that funny. So, yeah. So I knew that's who he was talking about. He couldn't have been talking about me.
Right.
Yeah. Brian, thank you, buddy. We appreciate you. And keep watching the show. We got some things going on. Let me make this right quick before we get into the film. The Oak Ridge High School boys basketball team auction is going to be immediately following our show tonight. So if you're interested in supporting that group of young men, stay tuned. They're carrying stuff in right now as we have the fishing show. They're back here carrying their stuff in. They're going to auction. So if you want to see some of that kind of thing, help those young men, why, stay tuned after we get through, and they'll have their auction up here. Then at the end of the show, to give them a few minutes to set up, we're going to show some sponsor films, advertisements from the sponsors, and while they're going off, we'll sign off a few minutes early and let them get in here and get their stuff set up so they can get their auction started on time and that kind of thing. So just wanted to get you all involved in that so that we can help them out as much as possible. Bill, that gummit, we went back to Norris and we wasn't happy.
Hey, son, I'll tell you the truth. We catch one fish off of every place, and then a lot of places we couldn't even catch a fish. But, hey, I'm having a ball. I'm having a ball myself. It didn't matter to me whether I caught anything or not. Just being able to sit in the back of the boat and throw the bait out there. That's been a big asset to me, just being able to do that, son.
Well, buddy, I'm glad for that, Bill. You don't know how much it's a pleasure for me to get to take you fishing.
Well, you know, we took you and me and your dad took you and Mike back when you all was like 14, 15 years old, something like that. We'd tell you, hey, now listen here, we're up here at Dar Island. When we come back here, we want you right here where we can find you easy. And that's been several years ago, and I've always enjoyed fishing with Dad, and we had a really special time. I never will forget. Me and him went to Santee Cooper fishing a big tournament. There was 800 people fishing one, and me and old Mickey eliminated 796 of them.
I remember that well too, Bill, and I know you and he done a lot of fishing and fished a lot of tournaments together and caught a lot of fish together.
We've caught a bunch of them, son. And I'll say this right here: if I don't never catch another, and I've caught enough in my lifetime.
I don't doubt that a bit. I know that for a fact. So,
but I'm still going to. I can still jerk.
We're going to keep on trying. We're going to keep running that count up as much as we can,
yeah.
Folks. I told Bill the other night. I said, Bill, I'm on a 6-day work schedule, and I said Saturday night's about the only free time I've got. And I said, if it's not just too bad the weather, we're going to go fishing somewhere, and if it be North or Fort Loudon or wherever, we're going to try to drown the hook. You know,
we're going to try to drown that minnow.
Drown that minnow. We sure are, folks. So we're going to do that. Good Lord willing, and everything works out. We're going to try to go about every Saturday night till cold weather, and then we'll start day fishing.
That's right.
Yeah. Okay. Herschel, are we ready to show the film? Well, I'll tell you what, we can show Mike's first if you want to, if that's easier for you, his and Brad's. Okay.
He's in Florida right now, and I don't know how long he's
Ready to go now?
All right, folks. Me and Mike and Bill and Brad's up here at Point 19, and we're going to go out here and see if we can get them. So I'm going to give this camera to Mike and Brad and see how they do. We'll remember the sponsors, and let's go fishing.
All right, folks. Brad finally connected up there and got on hold of one. Right around here on him when you can see him. There you go. Yeah. Nice little old smallmouth. We've had a few bumps, but it's been awful slow getting started here. See what's happening. Try a few other colors. See what's going on. All right, Brad. Kind of a overcast night, like it's going to rain. We'll stay after them, see what we can do with them. All right, folks. Brad's got one on here. See what he's got here. He just missed one. Now he's got another one on here. Got a walleye, looks like. See? Oh, that's a smallie. Nice smallie. Good. Yeah, that's a good smallie there. Right, that's what we're hunting for right there. We can get on a few more of them there, Brad.
I like that.
Yeah. Keep fiddling around here, we'll find the right color sooner or later. We get back after them. All right, folks, Brad's got another one on here. Let's see what we're coming up with here. Right around here on him. There you go. Whoo!
That's it. You just keep winding that thing up this way. Yeah, roll it right on in. We'll toss it out. Well, okay. Mike, you know what happened there? That camera, it was very humid.
Oh,
Saturday
yeah.
night.
Very much.
Yes, sir. And that VHS camera, it does what it always does, except it just a couple of minutes there, and it was done detecting moisture, so it quit. That's the benefit of that little mini cam, Bill, we were using.
Yeah, yeah.
It's and honestly, folks, I've got a mitten that I use in the wintertime, and I keep that camera stuffed up in that mitten. And so, you know, when we hook a fish, I got to get the camera out of the mitten, or Bill one, and to get the film done, and we do lose some fish.
Yep.
Trying to get the camera out.
Yep.
And you know, because you quit winding, keeping pressure on them, that kind of thing, just kind of let them run around, and they're up there jumping and that kind of thing. So they throw it or either pull loose, and so we lose a few fish by trying to get them on camera, and we're working on this lighting business and the camera thing, Bill. They make a chest plate for this GoPro camera, and I'm investigating that right now.
Good,
good. And to keep the camera right here.
Right.
And that thing's in a semi-waterproof box, so hopefully the moisture won't fool with it, so we may have one in a few days.
I hope so. I hope so. We need to get these fish on film and show what we catch them on, and tell them how we catch them, and demonstrate just a little bit. And that way we can do it on put it on camera and have that on film.
That sounds. I agree 100%. We just got to get busy and get this camera business worked out. That's the whole key, you know.
Right.
is getting it on the film where we can bring it over here and show it to the viewers. And
I'm really impressed with old Mike's little deal there. I really am, and we're working on ours, and so we're gonna catch him there before long.
yeah, that's exactly right. Matter of fact, Mike said he had everything it took to put that thing together. So I got to go up one evening next week and try to get that thing together.
Good,
And
good.
we can get it in the boat and have some extra light. Herschel, if you're ready, we'll see the film that Bill and I shot, and then we'll come back and talk about what we caught them on. Up here pointing the thing there and getting Bill in the boat. We're going to put him in, go out here and see what we can do. Mike and Brad's putting in. Hopefully we can get them tonight. Remember the sponsors, let's go fishing. All right, Bill. Whoa. There we go. All right, there, folks. There's mine and Bill's first fish of the night, and
That's right.
we're gonna see what's going on, Bill.
Yes, sir. We got to, son. And we've done fished about 30, 40 minutes here, and that's the first bite we've had. So maybe we've come up on something now.
All right, we keep at it and see if we can get them cornered here.
Yes, sir.
All right. All right, Bill. There's our second fish.
That's right, son. They come a little slow, but they're nice ones.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, I believe
They are, son. They're nice ones.
we might get on something right here now.
Oh, I hope so, son. Yeah.
All right, back in the water you go.
Yes, sir.
Bill, there's our third fish in the boat after we let them couple jump off. But
That's right, son. That's exactly right. They getting their weight back on them, son. They mean.
yeah, they definitely are that. Jumping and thrashing and carrying on, they definitely getting mean. That's for sure.
Right, that's for sure. That's a nice fish.
All right, we get back in and try to get another.
Yes, sir. Get him a good in there.
All right, Bill. There's another fish for us.
That's four, but we've run into them, I'm hoping.
I hope we have too. I hope we got them figured out.
Yes, sir.
All right, old boy, we get him back in the water.
Yes, sir.
All right, folks, old Bill's got one on here.
Yes, sir. I don't know what he is, or how big he is, or what he is, but
Oh, yeah,
man,
thanks. Come on.
look at him.
Yeah,
man.
buddy. Oh, yes, sir. That's a good one, Bill.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man.
Oh, buddy.
That's a gooder. Yeah, boy. Get him in the boat. Yeah, hold on now, baby. Yeah, boy. Hold on. Whoop. Just about got him. Got him. Hold it. Got him, Bill.
All right, buddy.
All right, bud.
Hey, here,
Yes,
huh?
sir, son.
Oh, man.
Watch out now. Get that hook in your finger.
Yeah.
I'm going to lay him down right there.
Yeah, lay him down right there.
Sir, yes, sir. That's
Yeah,
a gooder.
sucker.
That's a good one. All right, old boy. Yeah, man.
Oh, boy.
No wonder he's a cutting up, Bill.
I had him right where he's supposed to be.
Yes, sir. Yeah, man. All right, buddy. That's a nice one, Bill.
Yes, sir, old buddy.
All righty.
We'll put him back and go back and get another.
Okay, man. I like it.
Oh, man. See, we got another in here.
Yeah, sure.
They're coming alive a little bit.
Yeah, I believe they are, Bill. We just got to get after them, find them.
Right, son. Sure have, old buddy.
All right. We'll put him back in the water.
All right.
All right. Bill's got a pretty good fish. Oh, man alive. Yes, son.
Yes, sir, son.
Buddy.
Him a meaning.
Yeah, he sure is. He's definitely a mean one. All right, get him in the finger. Yeah, boy. All right.
Right, sir.
Dang, man, that is a good fish, Bill. Huge car.
Old buddy.
I reckon. Yeah, boy.
Oh, buddy.
Yeah, man. That's a dandy, Bill.
Yes, sir.
Sure is. Yeah, buddy. That's a nice one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
old
boy.
buddy.
Yes, sir, son. That's a dandy right there,
Yes,
boy.
sir.
Yeah, boy.
He show, man. He hit it just like he's supposed
Supposed to. Yeah, boy.
He done tore everything off.
Towed your trailer off and all. I
Yes,
figured
sir.
that when he skyrocketed. Bill, that's a nice one.
Yes, sir, old buddy.
All right, bud.
Well, we'll
Good
put
deal.
him back in there and see if there's another one over there.
Okie dokie, man.
Okay, son.
Good deal. All right. Boy, that's a good fish right there. All right. Bill's got something here. We don't know what it is. Oh, I see him out there now, Bill. That is good. Yeah, boy. All right.
All right, son.
Yeah.
Come here.
Hey,
Get out
buddy.
of the boat.
Yeah, man. Oh, yeah. Dang. Golly, bummer. That's a
good
yeah, boy. Dang, don't it, Bill. Boy, ain't they pretty out there in that clear water. I'm telling you they are.
Right now.
Son, that's a nice one too. Golly, bum, that's bigger than that other. Man alive. All right.
Ain't he pretty?
Yeah, boy. Yeah, man. All right.
son.
Shoot, 2 casts later and you got that
Hey,
in there.
son, they playing with their trailers. They're knocking their trailers off.
They're knocking the trailers off. That's all right. We got trailers. All
Hey, one
right,
thing
Bill.
about it, that's the cheapest thing going, the trailers.
Yeah, man. Man, that's a
Ain't he a
nice
nice
fish.
one?
Yes, sir, buddy.
Yeah.
Golly, bum, that's a good one.
He's got his weight back
Yeah, buddy.
real good.
All right. Get him in, and I'll get you a trailer. All right.
All right there, old buddy.
Good job, Bill. We get rigged back up and get another.
Yes.
All right, folks, there we go. Bill, you know, we fished fairly deep all night. Well, I mean, you know, we was in that 30-foot on end range. I kept the boat setting 30, 33 foot, that neighborhood, and then we come in there fixing to go home, and you know, you catch your 2 best fish right there in what?
15 foot of water about. You know, Steve, like I said, son, we've talked about it before. One time you catch them anywhere from 15, 18 foot. The next place you go, they be 18 to 25 feet. You just got to go and experiment with, be out there. Mike and Brad, they caught a lot of their fish around 24 feet. Mm-hmm. And our best fish came in like 15 foot.
Right.
And I know they're going to get deeper as the water keeps. Water temperature right now is a little better than 82 degrees. And when that water gets up around 85 or so, hey, if it does get that, and it will if we still get this hot weather we're having,
mm-hmm.
why, they'll go deeper. They really will. And I don't think they'll go 30 feet for the minute. The LY might go a little deeper than that, but them shad, they'll stay around 30 feet.
Yeah. Well, you know, I noticed on the depth finder, and Mike, did you see, when we was in that 20 to 25 foot of water, I saw a lot of bait fish when I'd be idling up on the plate.
Oh, Lord.
In that 20 foot.
Covered up with them. Covered
Yeah.
up in places. You could smell them. There was so many of them.
Yeah, okay, there you go. But, you know, like Bill says, folks, that you know, we catch them 15 foot in one place and 25 foot the next place.
That's right. That's right. You just have to keep experimenting with it. We've been catching most of our fish on jigs. Steve has caught a couple of real nice fish on spinnerbaits. I can't fish one like I used to, so I've just been playing with that jig mostly, and that's what I've been catching most of my fish on is a jig. Steve catching on a spinnerbait and a jig both. Mike, you've been catching your fish maybe mostly on jigs.
Mostly on jigs, yeah.
And trailers. What kind of trailer you been using, son?
I was using that Viber crawl from Zoom. It's
Sort of
like a long
crawfish.
pork rind that's got the little twister tails on the end of it. And putting the orange to it when that moon come out. And jig I was using was a rubber jig. It was living rubber, they call it, that real fine stuff. It was in a green watermelon, and it's a little bit darker green than what we had been using, yeah.
I believe they call that rubber, that living rubber like you're talking about. I've heard them call it frog hair.
Yeah.
And it's real fine, and it's got a lot of action to it.
Yep.
You don't want a whole lot of it on your bait. Let the bait, your trailer be out behind it a little bit, and it'll do the trick. And like I said, most of the jigs coming on jigs and spinnerbait.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That fine rubber is the closest thing you'll get to the bucktail.
Oh, that's right. It
Yeah, I mean,
right.
The bucktail's the number one, and as far as I'm concerned, and then that fine rubber is the next thing. It's got, like you said, Bill, it's got a lot of action.
Yes, it has.
The bucktail, the pulsate. We're gonna get us an aquarium set up over here so Mike can demonstrate how he hangs up so much.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
And, he ain't no worse than I am. If you fish the bottom, you're going to get hung up, but Mike, that's where the fish hangs up to.
So, and then how to get them loose. So we got to get us an aquarium over here and do that. And, I like, I told them guys over there at Teleco there a few weeks back when we was over there, I said, go out there to the swimming pool. I said, well, we don't have a swimming pool. I said, somebody's got a swimming pool around here, gotta have. I said, you'd be amazed. Throw that bait, you get your baits and spinner baits and your jigs and stuff, and go out there in the swimming pool. And Mike and I used to do that. And father-in-law had a swimming pool, and I lived next door and walk up there with a fishing rod and a handful of lures. And so I said, hey, I want to borrow your pool for a few minutes. He'd say, well, go ahead, go right ahead, help yourself. And he thought I meant go in swimming. And I said, no, I'm not going swimming. I said, we're going to test some fishing lures right here. He said, okay, go ahead. That clear water in that swimming pool, you throw that spinner bait out there, and if it didn't act just right, we wouldn't fish with it.
I tell you what, I've tested a lot of baits in the swimming pool myself.
Yes, sir.
If they suit me, I think they suit that fish.
Yes, sir. Some of them would want to fall crooked, and some of them would want to retreat, spin over when you pick up on it or something. And I said, hey, Mike, let's try another. And, we'll just get you 3 or 4 that worked real good, and then you hated to lose one of them.
That's right. That's exactly right.
So that kind of thing. But, yeah, if you've got access to a swimming pool and get out
learn
there,
about your bait.
Learn about your baits. That's exactly right. And see how it acts and that kind of thing. I think it's a big help. We got several things we want to talk about here right quick while we get the phones on. It's kind of getting late, I guess, Herschel, if you want to turn. He's got them on now. All right. Tennessee Sportsmen's Association. They're wanting to get set up on Watts Bar like they are up here at Norris with the task force and this kind of thing. So Mike Richards, if you're listening, Jack Raines is trying to get in contact with you. And folks, if you're a Roane County sportsman and you're fishing on Watts Bar, you might want to get up with. I'll keep you informed and get this thing started.
Good. It's a good thing.
It is a good thing.
And you got a good man down there at Watts Bar, and Mike will handle it and run it like it's supposed to be.
Yes, sir. I agree 100%, without a doubt. The other thing I wanted to mention was the lights at the boat ramp at Point 19. Jack called me last night, and Jack Raines, and he had his buddy was going out, and this was before dark, so his buddy was going up to the boat ramp, and he was going to call Jack and let him know if the lights were burning, because I told him, Jack, we've been up there for the last 2.5, 3 months, and they ain't burned. One of them's off ever burned.
And just say something that's not getting to the right people or something. I don't know what it is, but something is not getting to the right people, and I don't know. Like I said, I don't know whether it's TVA, or whether it's CUB, or whether it's the people that's overseeing the ramp and the campground up there. But somebody's got to make a move and get the lights. I mean, there's too many people up there running their. One fella even backed his car into the ramp.
Yeah. Up
there and made a big dent in it the other night.
So, yeah, we got to have lights fixed, and for sure. Photo of the month, Eli Copeland. He's still right now the only one I received to show those walleye that he had. Him and his grandpa caught there. Bill, you seen that last week too.
Yeah, buddy.
Caught him out of Laurel Lake. You fished the fool out of that place too.
There's a couple of fellows that's fishing Laurel Lake, been catching a lot of good walleye up there. They not catching as many as they have in the past, but they've been catching some dandies.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Let me see here. That's about all I got. Let me tell you about this kids tournament that's going on Douglas Lake Saturday. It's Mountain Music Kids Tournament. Stanley Jackson and his group of people, Chris Covington, those guys have been putting this. Paul Loy, those fellers, I've been around them for quite a few years, back years ago when I was fishing some tournaments, and they putting on a kids tournament, Bill, on Douglas, and this Saturday. And let's see, $30 entry fee. You get a T-shirt, you get a goodie bag, and then after the tournament's over, they're going to feed you. And the bad thing about it is they're only going to allow 400 in the tournament. That's all TWRA will let them put in deal with there at the boat ramp.
Right.
And they're going to be at Douglas Dam, public access, right there above the dam. Everybody knows where that's at. So if you're interested in getting involved in that, get online, go to Mountain Music Kids Tournament, and it'll come right up. You can Google it or whatever and get all that good information. If you've got a youngster that you want to take fishing, that'll be a good tournament right there to get started in.
Old Stanley Jackson is a good fella. He's been putting this on for a long time. I've known Stanley for a long time. And he does an excellent job with these kids. He
sure does. He's a fine feller, no doubt about it. And they have been doing this for quite a while. I think 20-some years now they've been involved in this. So, be a good thing to get started on if you've got a youngster you want to take fishing and get them involved in this tournament fishing and that kind of thing. And plus, they're going to draw for a free boat and motor, Bill. Yeah,
that sounds like a winner.
That sounds like a winner. It's a Triton aluminum boat with a Mercury motor, and on the trailer, and that kind of thing. And it's they're going to take numbers that you register in and throw them all in a hat or a bag and draw one out.
Right. And
then I think the winner is going to win a boat. Also, so they're giving away 2 boats this year.
That's good, son.
So you can't beat a deal like that. Let's take this call and see what we got. Hello, caller.
Hey, there, it's TD.
Lamprey, right?
No, among other things.
Okay.
I thought I seen Bill Nichols down there today walking up there at Edgemore, and I didn't know if it was him or one of them transits across the border.
I hang around over there every chance I get.
Yeah. I thought I'd tell you another thing. If you want them,
well,
you need to go to Black Bill Dance, because that sucker had a daggone boat ramp put in down below the Asheville Highway Bridge.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you do know there is a new sheriff at over the Parks and Recreation, didn't you?
Nope. No, didn't know that.
Yes, sir. They it was probably a couple of weeks ago that it was in the newspaper.
Mm-hmm. you know, the newspaper's something I don't get because everything you know how these computers are, and I'm ashamed to admit it.
Yeah, it's hard to deliver them out on a boat.
Yeah, I agree.
But anyway, you know, I bought a rod from Mr. Nichols there out on Prosser Road there one night when they had the fishing expo.
Uh-huh.
I bet you still got it.
You bet your booty. I mean, I broke the daggone bottom eye out of that sucker, but I wouldn't let nobody fix it, because I guarantee you that thing, if a bass breathed on it,
You knew about it.
I knew it. You just felt it in your hand and your wrist and everything else.
Yeah.
Well, you know, I've been involved in a lot of stuff over the years, and at one time I was handling a real good selection of rods, and never did make a whole lot of money on them or nothing like that, but I got them for a lot of people a whole lot less price than what a lot of people could buy them for. So, like I said, I sold a many a one of them.
I'll tell you this much: I wouldn't sell it or give it away to anybody. It's still that good of a rod, and I won't even have it refinished.
Mm-hmm.
They, you know, they've improved on the rod so much now that it's pitiful. I mess around over at More Outdoors a lot with Jim and his wife, and they got some rods over there now that I've never been able to compete with, and I've got some pretty good rods myself, but they've got some dandies over there. They got some real cracker jacks over there that you can all types that it takes to throw spinning rods, casting rods. One that throws this here a rig and all. They've got them all over there.
Yeah. My problem is when I get shoot, I bought a daggone graphite, 100% graphite rod, and I broke the daggone thing the first time.
Yeah.
And here not long ago, I took that sucker. I got a replacement for it, and decided, well, why pull a plug up there in the tree to try to get this limb out of it? And I broke that sucker again. And so I about give up on them 100% graphites.
Yeah, but
And you know, I ain't had no fun with fishing like that since I went down to Food City and took my pocket fisherman and caught one of them daggone lobsters. You talk about a sucker fight.
yeah.
Hey, let me ask you something right quick. It's been a couple of weeks since you called in. Your wife hasn't had you locked up, has she?
Well, she just let me have my TV dinner, and I'm out, you know, and I'm out of time out. So what can I say?
Yeah.
That's what I was wondering, if you're still in timeout. I'm glad you got out.
Well, you know, she lets me out occasionally, but
Yeah.
you know, I'm sort of like Mr. Richards there. You know, we have our moments.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm glad you called in and talked to Bill and about the rods, and those graphite rods are easy broke.
Yeah, they are.
Most definitely, they are easily broke,
Yes.
especially when you hang them up
Yeah.
and try to jerk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know which jerks on which end it is, but when you jerk.
Yeah, I got you.
Where's Mr. Nichols there? He used to fish with another man there.
Shoot, Bill's fished with a lot of people. You talking about from this area?
The man that he used to fish with on the TV program.
Oh,
MB
MB?
Osmond.
Yeah.
Yeah.
MB passed away.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, MB passed away about 3 years ago.
Oh, I hate to hear that.
Yeah, he sure did. Appreciate you asking about him, though. He was a good fella.
Well,
All right. We got Jack Raines calling in and Mike Richards calling. You going to listen to the conversations, ain't you?
Well, I'll see if she'll let me allow to.
All right. That's a good deal, buddy. I'm glad you called us.
All right.
Appreciate you, man. See you. Hello, caller.
Hello, Mike. Who's that guy sitting on your left there? It's Jack Raines.
Yeah.
It's Steve.
Yeah.
I called Ronnie Norton, and he went up there and fished. He and Charlie Harmon, and he said all the lights is working. Anytime you're up there, he calls CUB, and you call them Campbell County, Melvin Boshears, William Baird, and about 60 of us met out there when they agreed to pay for that and pay for the lights and pay the utility bill. So if you got out there and he's not working, just call CUB's maintenance, their service to that area. Lowell Marlowe, he lives right around the corner. So I called both of them last night after I talked to you, and I didn't get a chance to call you back. But Ronnie said he fished out there this morning, never caught a walleye, caught one largemouth. That's it.
Well, okay, I hate to hear that fishing report, but I'm sure proud we got the lights burning.
I am too.
Jack,
There's a whole lot of other people are too, Jack. We've seen some trailers just about burnt and a car too, son.
Yeah, you've done good, Jack. We appreciate it.
Hey, on this Tennessee Sportsman Association, I met Willie Word yesterday, and I took all the stuff to him, and he's going to try to get with Mike and see if they can get a charter going on Watts Bar. And he told me he had fished Watts Bar 4 different times on Thursday nights in those tournaments. You probably know what I'm talking about. I don't know anything about that.
Yeah.
That he hadn't caught a keeper yet, and he said fishing has gone downhill on Watts Bar, and usually that's really a good lake. And I've not caught the first crappie down there this year, Caney Creek. I can't believe that either. So my son and I are going in the morning, blow Milton Hill in the locks, and see if we can do anything. If we don't, we'll go down the river and catch stripes, I guess. But
Okay.
he caught one down there about 42 inches. So we take some big minnows. We do something. It's wrong.
There you go, Jack. You can't catch them sitting at home now.
No, you can't. Hey, Bill, how's Polly doing?
Well, she's doing fair. You need to come by.
Well, I went by and seen Betty Joyce at nursing home, and Joyce and I did, but I've been working on my yard and my house, and hadn't had fish much.
I know what you mean, son.
But I'm going tomorrow, and my son's off. He works 4 days a week, and so Steve, if you need anything, just call old Melvin Boshears, and I call each other about once a week and keep everybody posted on that launch ramp. And they've done a good job on that thing for what they've got.
Okay.
It's a good little floating dock, and it's ideal for people you don't have to drive so far to put in now.
Okay. All right, Jack. We thank you. We appreciate you. We've been giving you a hard time, you know.
No, you don't give me no hard time. I'm them guys helped us get it in. I mean, William Baird, he was state rep, and then he got elected mayor, and he jumped right on there with us, and they put a new ramp up below Cove Lake Dam. Melvin and county commissioner got that going. So Nick probably knows where it is. Right in that curve, right below Cove Lake Dam there. There's a big launching ramp there. Mike Crumley and all them guys, when they shut down that marina across from Anderson Park, that just cut out. Because all these boat docks, Norris Dam, Andersonville, all of them, you have to either drive to Point 19 or Anderson County Park to put in now. It's a shame.
Yeah. All right, Jack. We appreciate you, man.
I'll get off here and let you go. You're doing a good job. Keep it up.
Thank you, buddy. See you, Jack.
All right, bye-bye.
All right. Hello, caller.
What do you say, guys?
Hey, Mike.
This is Mike.
I know who that is. That's Mike Richards, Bill.
Hello, Mike.
What do you say, Bill? Hey, look here, guys. I hate to keep harping on this, but I've got a statement to make here. Steve, there you got the #1 smallmouth legend in the nation now. I'm talking about in the nation. And you got to get some lighting on him because someday those films you make
I know.
will be worth a lot of money.
I agree with you. I
don't think there's any question about that.
No, I don't either, buddy.
And there, I'm looking at a black screen, and all I get to see is the doggone smallmouth, and don't get to hear Bill's commentary and all that.
I know.
I'm getting mad just sitting here.
I agree. We've talked about it.
We're working on it, though, Mike. We really are. We're working hard at it.
But that's one reason I want to tell you. In the 6 years I did the show, I never did any night films because I never figured it out, guys. You know, I just didn't figure it out. So I never did any night films because of that reason.
Right.
I was getting a little shaky legged anyway, you know. So it wasn't wise for me to be out there at night anymore. But if you're going to fish at night now, I got to see the guy that's fishing, the guy that's reeling him in.
Yeah.
Watching the fish jump, and I'm not demanding it.
Right.
I'm begging for it. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you. We're gonna get it. We're gonna take care of you.
Hey, I'm glad old Lamprey called in, though. I noticed he hadn't called in the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, I am too.
He might have hurt his feelings or something. So
Yeah.
it's good to see him.
Well, his wife's had him in.
Again.
Yeah, I think his wife's had him in timeout. You know, the way he carries on, I'm surprised he's even on reprieve right now. Yeah.
True.
Oh.
And on that Tennessee Sportsman, guys, I want to tell you, if there was any way that I could be involved, I would do it. My body just tells me no. My mind's still right. My body's just telling me no. And like I can't even drive anymore by myself. My wife won't let me drive, and you know it's just tough for me to get out. But just like Jack mentioned there, Willie Word, who was heavily involved
Yeah.
in the Tennessee Sportsman when he lived there in Oak Ridge.
Yes, sir.
If he's still in good health, he's the man to head up this watch bar.
Yeah,
Watch
he's
bar
down that way
There's
too,
no
Mike.
question about it. If he's still got to want to, you know, he's absolutely the man. And I only wish that I had the body to get involved in it. But guys, I just don't. I've gone crazy on buying electric scooters. I'm now on 2 electric scooters and 1 golf cart. So I'm just trying to figure out how to get out my driveway.
Oh, what's your name now?
So, but if I could, boy, I would love to be involved. But I can help some monetarily out with getting it started down here. But and then of course my loyal support would sure be involved. But as far as me getting involved and headed up a task force, I think it's something that Willie Word needs to do because, like I say, he just loved it. I know when he lived there in Oak Ridge, and he would be a good one to get it started down here, and I'll guarantee you it would be good for Watch Bar Lake.
You know, Mike, I understand that Willie lives down in around Harriman somewhere now.
Yeah, he does. He sure does. I haven't seen. Well, matter of fact, the last time I saw him, he and I were both getting ready to go in to get eye surgery done, but that's been 4 or 5, 6 years ago since I've seen him. But he would be the man though to head up the watch bar.
He was good at heading his
That'd be a good thing. But Jack Raines is talking about slamming our lake down here.
Mm-hmm.
Hey guys, ain't nothing wrong with Watts Bar. I don't know where he's getting that information at. There ain't nothing wrong with Watts Bar. As I understood it, there was a tournament won last week with 24 pounds.
Yeah.
And they said he caught 5 limits of fish. The smallest limit would have weighed 18.
Yeah.
And that ain't what I call bad fishing.
That ain't bad fishing,
No,
son.
it's you know, it's just not they're just not everywhere. You've got to get out there and find them and then fish for them. But yeah, they are catching some good bags of fish down there right now.
Yeah, and this time of year, guys, if you do it in the daytime, it can be awful tough.
Yes, sir.
That's
You know,
right.
and a lot of guys, of course, at work, you know, they have to do whatever they can do.
Yeah.
You know, after work for 2 or 3 hours, then they got to go home and get ready for work and keep night fish every night. You know?
Yeah, exactly right.
But I think Watts Bar is fine. As a matter of fact, and Bill, you can probably attest to this. Back there in the early to mid 70s, there was a lot of tournaments won with 10 fish that weighed 10 pounds.
That's exactly right.
And with all the work that Tennessee Wildlife done now, our average weight on fish has drastically gone up.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of proud of what's being done as far as our fishery goes. And,
I'll tell you what, Mike. Back in the 70s and 80s and 90s, hey, I caught a many fish out of Watts Bar. After I retired from there, things got where I couldn't go and do everything that I used to do. But I'm enjoying my fishing right now as much as I've ever enjoyed it, and still catching a few fish. And old Bill coming up on 85 years old, 5th day of August. So I can still throw it out there, and I can still set that hook, can't
Yeah, you sure can.
I guarantee you can, buddy. I guarantee you can. Hey, and one thing I had my direct satellite guy come down. You know, I can't get on Rockwood's cable because I'm right here on the line. So I have to have direct TV, but I had them set up the other day, my recorder, so I can record the show anytime I want to. So that's why, another reason I want lighting on there, because I'm going to save that film, and I'm going to black market it.
Oh, all right.
In another 15, 20 years from now.
Okay.
At least my kids and my grandkids can sell that film for high dollar.
Yeah, I got you, man. I appreciate you, buddy. Sure do.
Guys, doing a good job. If I can do anything for you, let me know. I just can't get out, guys. I wish I could. If I could get out, my goodness, I would still be just as heavily involved as ever. But if
All right.
Billy needs to talk to me or anything, I'll be glad to talk with him. But Willie's our man for Watts Bar Lake.
Yeah.
As far as getting the Tennessee sportsmen cranked up down here,
Agreed.
they do some good things, especially on Norris, and I believe we can have the same thing on Watts Bar.
Okay, bud. You be watching us.
Holler, bud.
All right, man. Appreciate
See
you.
you guys. All
See
right.
you, buddy. Bye. All right, folks. Good to hear from Mike, and Willie Word would be a good ambassador, and Mike can help a whole lot. He might not be able to get out of the house or run around a whole lot, but he knows the people to call.
That's right.
Yeah. Goodness gracious, time's getting away. Folks, let me make a couple of quick announcements here right quick. Dennis Ferguson Fishing Rodeo this weekend. A lot of kids things going on this weekend. Would be at Roane County Park. Get down there and if you got kids that you want to take fishing, that'd be they got prizes and everything. It's a big to-do at Roane County Park for all the kids. So if you're, take them down there and get them involved. You might be surprised, see that smile on their face when they catch that first fish and that kind of thing. So they'll have a ball. Another thing got going on is got a it's not a Heartland tournament, but it is, and it ain't. It's a 5x3 tournament. This gentleman makes apparel, fishing apparel and hunting apparel, and he's got a tournament trail, and they're going to be down at Ladd Landing on August the 9th and 10th. That's a 2-day event. So I told Doug Presley I'd mention that for him. It's a $150 entry fee, and if you register on Friday night, they're going to have a cookout, and they're going to feed you. If you wait till Saturday morning, you're going to miss out on the cookout. So remember that for sure. Right quick, folks, remember my sponsors. Edgemore Outdoors still got the Bill Nichols special going on Shimano reels and rods. And I know Jim's been going to a sales show, and he's going to have a whole bunch of new baits coming in, I guarantee it. He can't stand it, so he's got to have them. And the Rocky Top Outdoors is still getting their archery contest set up. Talked to Andrew Monday, and Tuesday. And he's hoping to have that thing going this weekend. So if you're into archery shooting, contests, whatever, getting ready for deer season, Bill.
But it's coming right here.
It's coming.
September's just around the corner.
Yeah, so get up there at Rocky Top Outdoors. Also, too, these Carolina trees. If you want to, check those things out. They got them up there at Rocky Top Outdoors. Be a good thing for you Carolina fishermen to look at that. We're going to quit early. Herschel's going to show some more sponsor film so these folks can get their auction set up. So God bless you. See you next week. Hey folks, I'm here at Reynolds Racing and Marine. We've got the owner Glenn Reynolds here, and Glenn, you got some July the 4th tips for us, and some things on construction, boat construction. So go right ahead.
Okay, we're going to have a July 4th sale. In fact, it's going to go on all during the month of July. But we pride ourselves in offering high-tech, special setup boats, and let's just talk about our pontoons. My competition, as it shows here.
All right, we'll go to the poster.
Use plywood and cross members, and we get up to 35% better fuel mileage. Now here is a cutaway of the air slots, all slick on the bottom, aluminum flooring. Now, if we had a car that would get 35% better mileage, everybody would flock to it.
Yes, sir.
So I hear a lot of complaints about poor mileage on pontoons. We got an answer for it.
All right. I'm curious to see what that is. I'd like to have better mileage myself.
Well, basically you use a lighter, stronger boat.
Okay.
To start with, and of course the new modern Optimax and 4-stroke engines gets a lot better mileage. So you couple those together, and you have a very efficient product.
All right, folks. There you heard it. The man himself. I mean, Glenn's knowledge sure pays off. So. Remember the Let's Go Fishing show and Reynolds Racing and Marine. Hey folks, I'm here at Tim's Tire, and as you can see, there's not but a few of those helmets left. So if you're still looking for a helmet, you might want to step by here and check it out. There's probably less than a dozen here, so and 50% off still yet. So get on down here at Tim's Tire, and if you need a helmet, check them out, see if you can find one you like. Folks, I know it's in the middle of the summer, but as you can see, Tim's got quite a supply of tires here. So if you're running into tire trouble, need a new set of tires, we all like to try to make it through the summer, you know, the winter, but sometimes we don't. So give them a shout down here at Tim's Tire. Call down here and price shop them, whatever you got to do. They're stacked up both sides of the aisle here, so give them a chance to earn your business, price shop the tires, whatever you need to do, but check them out. There's some more tires, folks. Like I said, they're stacked up high. Plenty of tires here. You can, look 4 or 5 different brands over and pick out the brand you like. Hey folks, I know we've got some truck drivers watching the show, so you truckers, Tim's got all kinds of truck tires down here for you. So if you're needing some truck tires for your big rigs, come by here at Tim's Tire and check it out and see if he can help you. Remember the Let's Go Fishing show, and remember all the sponsors. Okay folks, I'm back again. You ATV riders, got a wall full of tires here for you. If you need some tires for your 4-wheeler, check it out down here at Tim's. You're going to find what you're looking for, I guarantee you. Remember, Tim's Tire, sponsor of the Let's Go Fishing show. Hey folks, I'm here at Reynolds Racing and Marine, and I'm going to show you some of the express aluminum boats Glenn's got sitting here, in case you might be interested in that. Some of them solid color, some of them camo. They've got just the plain 3-seater, 2-seater, that kind of thing, whatever you might be looking for in that line. And then here's one that's camo, fully decked out. Got the Express there, trolling motor on it, and then the seats. It's got, I know the pedestal seats are here somewhere, but Nice looking little rig right here, sure is. Also, folks, Glenn's got the veranda pontoon boat. Man, this thing here's pretty. Tan, red and black trim on it. Really nice looking pontoon boat, and it's got the all aluminum deck that you've heard him talk about there the other week. And so if you're interested in the pontoon boat, come on by here and check with Glenn. Check these things out, man. They look sharp. Now, folks, here's another pontoon boat. It's got the same deck as the veranda, but it's an express pontoon boat, and Glenn says they're made at the same factory. It's got some different accessories and things with them, but boy, this thing here is pretty also, I'm telling you. Got the red and black trim. Looks good, looks good. Need to get by here and check these things out if you're interested looking for a pontoon boat. Folks, here's one of those fully rigged out Expresses with Yamaha 4-stroke on it, silver and blue light gray trim. Man, this thing looks sharp. It's got the pedestal seats, full console. Looks nice, really does. Good looking aluminum boat. Here's a 4-stroke on one of those shallow runners. Got a jet drive on the foot there. A few shallow water fishermen, river fishermen. This thing here is really nice. Folks, here's another express boat with a Yamaha engine on it. Man, this thing's really nice. Got the live wells. I mean, it's a bass boat, crappie boat, whatever you want to do with it. I don't know. This thing must be 20 foot long. It's a pretty good sized boat. Looks nice. Live wells, rod storage, everything that you'd possibly need. So get by here. Remember, Glenn's got the special on for the month of July. You know, cutting to the bare bone, so we can get his new models in. So you need to get down here and take advantage of that. All right, folks, we're at the back of one of these Phoenix bass boats, the 721 XP Pro, and got a 250 Optimax Pro SS on it, Pro XS, and man, this thing's beautiful. Red, white, got a little black trim in it. Man, it looks good, I'm telling you. Beautiful boat, beautiful boat. Get down here at Glenn's and check these boats out. He's got a special on this month, and he's needing to move them out so we can get the new models in. Okay, Glenn, tell us about the special going on here at Reynolds Racing and Marine.
Well, this is a 721 Phoenix. It has more features than anybody's. We like that. My sign says, may we show and tell what we have to offer.
Right.
It's made with AME 5000 resin. It has sharpened chines, and that means when the water breaks off, they hand sharpen them.
Mm-hmm.
It has 2 pump out systems, has 2 live well systems, has 2 oxygenators. So all we want to do is bring your competitor's deal down. We'll match it or beat it.
All right, Glenn, I appreciate that, folks. You heard that. You can't beat a deal like that. Match or beat the competitors, and that is a beautiful boat. Thank you, Glenn.
Thank you.
All right, folks, we up here at point 19 there, and getting